Pre-show mix.
First the fat boys break up. Now every day I wake up, cereal and a stereo. Rapping Big Daddy Kane, yeah, it's changed from big.
Yeah.
Wanted to see my name.
Okay.
in the lights.
Hey. Count to 10 for me, bro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You want me to bring it closer?
No, you good. I can adjust to you. You comfortable with it right there?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just
Got me
straight.
sounding like Barry White, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Very.
Live what they spoke
Very
right
scary.
or wrong. It was just a song to me. It was doing harm. It was what I was standing on until my innocence was gone. I used to want to sign with the bride till I got a sign from the bride. I used to hustle hard for a meal until I had to turn on a deal. Now that's real. I used to want the money and fame until I found out it's a game and that changed. I used to. Thank God I don't do the things I used to. It's because of music. I'm just saying some decisions I made that helped me choose it. Moving to every word, not dancing, but trying to live it. If you think you ain't influenced by music, you don't get it. The alphabet.
You got the
it was
performance
with.
version with you?
With me?
Or email or something?
Let me check and see.
You perform, you want to.
Now,
Depending on how you feel.
what do you do with this?
If your food digested by then.
Nah, it ain't. It ain't going to. I'm going to sleep this off tonight. I already know it. I feel it. You know how you feel it just right there? I need a dump.
Yeah.
That's the only way. I need a dump in a bath. All of that.
That's real.
Let me see.
You ain't gotta be straight.
La,
Say that for next time.
la,
Next time.
That boy said it's that crack music, nigga. That real black music, nigga. Crack music.
Better know it. You good. I'm good. It's all good in the hood.
I gotta finish learning this song for tomorrow. I mean, I don't know it fully yet.
Oh, for the video?
Yeah. I ain't know that Dre fully.
It be like that.
We gonna work it out though. Watermelon.
Yeah, right. That don't work for everything.
I know. People think it really did.
It doesn't.
Especially if you actually rapping. It might work for like 21 Savage. Watermelon.
I don't know. He be talking now, bro.
I be talking sometimes. But sometimes you like, I'm telling you, it wasn't even supposed to be funny when he said it's a knife. But it was funny.
Wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
And they turned it into Issa, like, you know what I mean?
And he played off of.
Yeah, but now listen to this. That song with him and Drake wasn't supposed to become that, bro. Can you do something for me?
The internet did that.
Yeah, bro.
The internet definitely did that.
Do you think Drake understands now and just like, yeah, I'm going to become a meme? Because you know, everything he does, like stuff when he was doing the dances on my phone, that like he knew that people was going to make fun of.
Yeah.
I think he'd rather just take that, but I don't think that was supposed to be that.
He ain't had this.
21, can you do something for me?
They
But
was wildin'.
when you hear that though,
Like,
wait a
what?
minute, yeah, bro, they kind of right. The internet win on this one, bro. The internet really actually won. That wasn't supposed to be that.
Oh man,
Bro, if you was in the studio and I was in there, Philo, can you do something for me? You be like, yo, cut.
right?
Chill. What the hell are you
Especially
talking
'cause I'm
about?
an engineer.
Right. You like, whoa, bro,
Nah,
what?
we would have played it back. You been like, bro, you didn't get that.
Can you do something for me?
I didn't.
Like, yeah, I'm actually to drop and bust it open.
Yeah, I didn't get none of that, bro. I didn't get none of that. You on your own, brother.
Oh, do something for me, 21.
Yeah, right.
He be doing it live, though, so he,
I mean, it caught on, so
Yeah.
shoot, why not? And Drake, that type of person.
yeah. You see his father, yeah, 21 Savage father on the podcast, and he was like, yeah. He was like, he did the song with Drake. He did the thing with Drake. He was like, yeah. He was like, they was like, yeah, he big as Drake. He's like, no way. His father was like, he's nowhere near the level of Drake.
Wow.
He was like, you a horrible father. He's like, no, I'm a realist. He's like, he's not. He's nowhere near. I'm like, dang, bro.
I mean, he affiliated. That's big enough.
They estranged though. The dude said, God, I was gonna connect y'all. He said, it's over for you. Like, bro, even if you don't think he's that,
Oh wow.
you don't say it because y'all estranged. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you sound like, yeah. He could have just left it at, okay. Cool. That boy was defending it. Drake, he's nowhere near. He got that English accent too. He said, if I really, I love my son. If I didn't love him, I could have been told him he was an illegal.
No.
I'm like, bro, your truth is saying
What's
you
up with
didn't
these
snitch.
daddies out here, bro?
I don't know. Like, if I didn't love him, I could have said he was illegal. I'm like, bro, you not telling him he was illegal don't prove you love.
Right.
You love him. Makes no sense. Just prove you don't snitch.
Right. That's all we need from you, pops.
Crazy.
Bro, you here, bro?
I know. That's crazy, right?
Back in the building, man. Your boy Philo, the outlet. We live and direct. We're not live, but y'all know what it is. It's pre-recorded. The live is pre-recorded show on Earth. Your boy Philo back in the building, man. Look, I got like a good 30 minutes. But I got my guy D Black in the building, man. So let me start by saying this. Your last name White. When I first found that out, I was a little thrown off at why.
Oh, man.
Like, I never asked you this, but where did the name D Black come? Like, why is it Black? Like,
All right. So when I was out there wilding in the streets, my nickname was actually Killer Black.
Okay.
Right. That was my nickname. Right. It was
This should kind of tell y'all how long ago you was in the streets.
Yeah. It was wild. Right. So it was Killer Black, and then D being my first name. Look at my skin. Right. So the black, they started calling me D Black instead. So this name ain't one that I made up.
It wasn't really a stage name. That's kind of how
Nah,
mine came.
it wasn't a stage name.
Yeah.
But I took the name because once I started being on stage, I was like, I want people to know that was that dude. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I didn't want to get rid of it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But D White, the bad part about it is people really think my last name is Black. They really think it's D Black.
Wow. Mr. Black.
Yeah. My wife, they'd be like, yeah, Miss Black. She'd be like, nah.
Ooh.
She's like, no, it's White. And they'd be like,
That's like
they
a joke.
laugh.
Yeah, I bet.
They be like, she's like,
Like, nah, for real.
nah, my last name White.
So don't call me Black. no
Nah.
more.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I never asked you that, bro. I can't. I mean, 2018, 19, maybe. I can't remember how we linked, bro.
Bro, it's been a minute. It's been before then. I think
Was it before that?
Jermaine might have linked us. I think it might have been like,
Online though.
I don't know. When I first got down, I came to Florida anyway in 2015. And then I think like a year later or so we might have linked. I think through Jermaine. Somehow. That's
So it
crazy.
wasn't straight.
Nah, I don't think it was straight. And that's the crazy thing. That's when you know it's organic because we can't even pinpoint the exact time and moment. To the point of us like, yo, let's get together. And whoever connected us was out the picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even think about that.
Think about that. Like
I
nobody
didn't even think about
said,
that.
let's hang out together. Me and you said, yo, let's get together. Which is crazy. Like whoever, we don't even know who it was.
And I don't even think it was let's collab.
Nah. I don't even
We probably got
remember.
to talk about some basketball,
Yeah.
boxing, or
Yeah, it's
some
crazy.
old stuff.
We just connected and we just, I remember even hanging out, eventually working on music. And that's because I didn't even know how dope you were at first. I heard your name. I heard about you.
Jermaine was probably gassing.
Yeah, he said how dope you were. But I had heard you before. But your music wasn't out there because you wasn't like really pushing it.
Yeah.
So I had to go searching and looking, and I was like, hold up, like why?
Yeah. Cause this was before. This is before Too Quiet Too Long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because I was at that old apartment.
Yep. I'm like,
But some
this
kind of way. How'd you meet Strike then?
How did I meet him?
Because we was all at BB King's for some reason.
That's crazy. I met him.
Because
Well,
Danny
actually,
was there too.
he actually reached out to me. I think he might have reached out around after the time of the whole God Over, around the same time of God Over Mine, when he connected with Biz, I think. That might be when me and Stripe really actually connected. Believe it or not. So I knew you, I think maybe before.
It probably was before that then.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. And then the BB King things, I don't even know.
Was somebody's birthday or something?
I don't know.
I remember Daniel being there.
Yeah.
Came with Coco.
Yep, Daniel was there. Then me and you, we even hooked up at Biz, one of Biz joints before. You was at the video shoot.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
So we just were always in the same place
Yeah.
at the same time, pretty much. I ain't gonna never forget how you came in.
Where the strippers at?
We're the strippers. Yeah.
The Biz was probably like, what is it?
Yo, I said, as soon as I heard, I said, yo, that's Philo. And Biz was like this. You know he do them blinking thing. He's like, I'm like, yep, that's Philo.
So I think he, maybe Dayton probably told him, but I think he, like I knew Bizzle, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he knew like how crazy I was.
Nah.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, in general, like people know you funny.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but they don't know you're being serious sometimes, and it's not funny. They're not being funny. You're really being serious. Like they like it is funny, but you're being yourself. You're not trying to be.
I don't know that I'm being serious.
No, what I'm saying is, they think like you're not putting on, like you're being naturally funny. You get what I mean? Like it
Okay.
ain't like, all right, I'm trying to be funny. It's a
Okay.
big
Oh, yeah,
difference.
yeah,
You get what I
yeah.
mean?
Okay.
Like that's your personality.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? That's
Yeah.
who you are versus, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he like to push buttons. No, that's who you are.
So I still do. I don't push buttons no more.
Oh, all right.
But I don't know. You have to ask people.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you gotta ask them if you pushing that, because you don't even know what
Yeah, these
what
days
their
you
buttons
definitely
are.
don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
I got a new thing now where I come in, I ask, where the cute white women at? That's my new thing. So I do that when I show up to basketball practice or to the games. I ask everybody. They be like, Coach,
Are
Coach, what
there
you talking
any in there?
about? Nope. That's why I ask.
See, that's what I'm about to say. If you got to do it where there are white people, that would make it legitimate. You know what I'm saying?
I need a camera to follow me, bro.
You said following you?
Yeah.
You know
So I
we got
capture
one.
a lot of this stuff.
We got one at the church where the joint goes
The
back and
360?
forth. But
Oh,
no,
you
it
talking about
just
the glider
the
thing?
glider. It goes
I'm
back.
talking follow me around though.
Oh, you mean literal?
Yeah, like vlog.
What? Oh,
Yeah, like I need to hire somebody.
Why-
Or find an intern.
why you just thinking about that?
I been thought about that. I don't want to pay nobody though.
Yeah, and you don't want to like hold it yourself.
Nope.
and-
Takes away from the rawness of it. I need like Lou is using somebody.
Yeah. And just based off of what you're doing here, people got to see the vision. You just need somebody who believe enough to say,
Yeah, like
yeah, let me
Like,
let
this
me
would be
be a
some good
part of this.
content.
But you know the thing is, then you got to make sure that you got to like make them a part of it, make them feel like they, you know what I mean?
oh yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I'll be willing to teach. Like
Yeah.
even all this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Like how I just spent that time doing that. Like Shife normally does that for me.
Yeah.
My boy who just left.
Okay,
I showed him how to do majority of the stuff and how to record and all that stuff. Like
that's what's up.
I really need a third. I need a third camera to go on that side to
Okay.
just get me. But yeah, I mean,
Bro, this is a dope setup. Like,
that's how I've been running it, bro. 2 cameras,
it's a dope setup.
and you know, worked on the wall. Piece
Yeah,
by
even
piece,
when I
got my
came
artwork.
in, right out the bat, as soon as I looked around, I'm like, yo, this is a studio. Like, it's a real setup.
Yeah, and I like this space. I like
Yeah.
like it's quiet around here too.
Truth be told, like, this is what I want to be able to record in. Like, this type of feeling and vibe.
You say just record.
The
Music.
Music, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I would turn the lights out. This just feels comfortable. You
Yeah.
get what I mean? It's been a minute since I've been in a studio where I'm not recording myself. And this is the vibe. You know what I mean? You got the couch, you chilling.
Right.
It feels comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's when you do your best. You know, you throw some incense on, a candle.
Cause I had them blue chairs right there.
Oh, okay.
I had those over here, and I was like, man, I think that couch will fit
Yeah. I'm glad you changed up.
before you got
Because
here.
I would not have been as comfortable. By the way, after eating that food that you fixed,
Oh yeah.
them blue chairs wouldn't have did it for me. You see, I'm on the lean, right? Like, I'm not.
Oh, how you was worse. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Were you comfortable?
I was gonna lay down.
Yeah, I'm good.
I was gonna lay down and turn the mic up. Bro, I'm like, yeah, I'm good now.
I'm straight.
Dang, I might have messed you up though, right? Because anybody else who's in here gonna be looking for you to feed them.
Nah.
They gonna be looking for food, bro.
I
Like,
feed my intern.
And you did a great job. I'ma let that be known. Like,
I appreciate it.
you know what I mean? For all any of you ladies out there who looking for a
Looking
man
at
who
that
can
camera,
cook.
bro.
Which
That
one? This one?
camera, Yeah.
Any of you ladies out there who looking for a man to cook for you, it's your man right here. I'm telling you. Yeah, boy, it got busy.
Too bad that ain't all they want.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can start
I
there
was gonna
though.
say, yeah, we can start though.
You start there. It's like,
Let's
oh,
see
he
what
cooked for
happens.
me, and you know what I mean. He cares. He
Yeah.
fed me. Yeah, that's how I started with my wife. Not started, but like when we got back together, she come to my house. I would just cook for her all the time. And I was a chef originally,
Yeah,
so
but you was trying to make up.
no. I wasn't even trying to get back with her.
Oh.
But once we reconnected, it was like I was a chef at the time, so I was like cooking. But and then I had like the Foreman grill, so I was cheating too. So you know what I mean? Nah, I mean eventually she saw the joint inside because I had the indoor kitchen stand up one, and then she's like, "How you get? You get the
Grill
limes."
marks.
You know what I'm saying? I bring it. I put a little garnish on
You
there.
get the grill marks on there.
Like I'm gonna marry him.
Yeah.
Grill marks and garnish.
That's all you need.
Telling you. Especially, well, lucky she wasn't a hood chick, but if
Little
you had a hood
parsley.
chick,
Oh,
and
yes.
garnish and
Oh,
grill
yeah.
marks, she was like, girl, he is.
green stuff on it.
He had grill marks and
Presentation, everything.
yeah, bro. Yeah, I was cooking steaks and all. Like, yeah, she wasn't going nowhere after that.
All right. I get it, bro.
See what your food did? You get comfortable. Next thing you know, you laying down. You're like, yeah, bro. Tell him.
So, I didn't want to talk about family stuff, but obviously, been married for a while.
Yes.
And not gonna lie, bro. It's interesting that you saw me like at probably one of the lowest points in my life, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't change, and despite even how after everything kind of happened, like there was a period of time where we didn't talk for a while.
Yeah.
When it came back, it was just like I was just thankful that like you were still you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what I kind of think like helped me get through a lot of my stuff was just the fact that I had like solid people that I could talk to through that, and I knew I wasn't gonna be judged for it, but I knew I wasn't gonna call and get my ego stroked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So not just as a Christian artist, but I think just as a believer altogether. Like a lot of people don't look for that. Like we need our ego stroke because we want to feel like how we moving and how we going about things is the right way. We want to feel like I'm constantly walking in obedience. And it's just like, bro, like you can do all that and stuff still not go your way.
Yeah.
And what's the true test of your character is how you respond
in the adversity time. That's why I
had
think
to learn that.
I don't think you understand the idea of not switching up. You kind of fostered that in some ways because looking at you going through what you were going through, right? As a like you say, believer, me being in ministry, being a pastor at some point in your life, you have things that you go through, but when you see other people go through stuff and see how they handle it and say, ain't no way I could handle that. How could I switch up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you stayed solid in the midst of what you were going through. You get what I mean? So, and I'm like, I might have lost my mind.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So it was encouraging for me just to see you go through it. That's a difference because I always tell people I can never envy somebody and what they have because I don't know what they went through to get it. You get what I mean? But I got to see. So everything I see you get after this, it's like, yeah, bro, he been through it to get to this. You get what I mean? And thank God it's his. I don't want it because I don't want to go through what he went through to get to it. You know what I mean?
I mean, even when you talk about, y'all losing that child at one point. I forgot you told me that.
Yeah.
That might have been before Jamar even got here.
Yeah.
You told me about that. But it's interesting, like God keep connecting me with people that have dealt with either that, or lost a parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like it's a lot of people I'm connected to, like still got both their parents, grandparents, like all that. And it's just like, for whatever reason, even just in the past 3-4 months, like God has allowed me to be like that person that like people are leaning on. I'm just like,
I know. That gotta be hard, bro.
I don't want to be that
I know.
right now, bro.
I know. But that's why I tell you, even in your weakness, you look at somebody like me and you might be like, yo, he's strong. And I'll be like, bro, I don't know how I could handle that. You get what I mean? What you endured in a short amount of time. You get what I mean? And so strength is only measured when the adversity comes. You get what I mean? So even if you think you can't handle it, you're handling it, fam. Like your shoulders is big, bro.
That's part of how I knew. That's part of how I knew you wasn't. I don't want to say like the rest of the industry, but that's part of how I knew it was something different. Cause even as like people that's been following, like that have watched like my music from Too Quiet Too Long, I almost feel like that and a little bit of the If They Knew project I did before that. I was a little like critical, like still, and almost like judgmental in a way. Too Quiet Too Long. Now that when I listen back to it, it's like, bro, you were really cocky. But even still, there's not a handful, but there's a lot of people who have watched me navigate through all that stuff, and even in the music, it's like, bro, they still supporting me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like regardless of how the conversation has changed, even in my content or whatever. Like, so you were one of those ones that's just like, bro, like share your truth, bro.
Yeah, it's authentic. Like it's funny, right? Because music, to me, sometimes the idea of what people, their whole projecting onto you. This is how you need to do it because this is how I do it thing. Yeah. And I've realized and understand everybody has a different purpose in how they do their music.
How'd you get to that point, though?
I mean, I was always there.
So is it because you didn't start doing music when you got to this side?
Oh, nah. That's probably what it is. That's what it is. I didn't do music for 8 years. You feel me? I was just doing ministry. And my ministry started with young inner city Baltimore kids. So I've been always a part of things that outside the church. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. So that I think that gave me a different perspective.
Just witnessing so much.
Yeah, witnessing so. I'm literally dealing with kids who were gang members, kids who was beating on their mothers, kids who were getting killed. Yeah. I lost 3 and 4 kids within like a week. Yeah. You get what I mean? So I'm seeing all of this and I'm dealing with this in the ministry aspect. So I'm seeing the real side of ministry. You get what I mean? So, and I came from that. And when I first came in the church, bro, I was smacking people. Like, I didn't even understand the concept of what that meant to be in the church. I was still thinking like outside. You get what I mean? So coming into the church, even switching over and understanding like growing and God and all of these different things, I still kept that same mentality. Like, yo, I know the real. Like, we're not going to fake and play games with this. And people are going through things. And sometimes music is therapy. Like, I got young dudes, bro, who do music. And they be like, I remember, matter of fact, this is a real testament to it. I remember I had my album when I first, came to church, and it was wild, man. I was like, the music I used to do, bro, was some of the craziest. Yeah. And it was some of my life. And I remember my wife's dad.
But it's where you were.
It's where I was. And I remember her dad listening to it. And I was scared. Because, he was a deacon in the church. He was all this.
Okay.
Yo, he was, you know what I mean?
So she grew up in the church.
She grew up in the church.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm letting him listen. And I'm just watching him. And I'm like, and the words I'm saying, I'm like, So he asked what I do and the type of music I do. I was like, you want to hear it? Because you're going to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And he was quiet. And afterwards, he was like, a lot of cursing. I was like, yeah. He was like, but I hear you. I hear what you're saying. He was like, I hear exactly what you're saying. Good job, young man. I'm like, whoa. So he was kind of my example to start with of how to handle. He understood. He navigated past everything that people would see as offensive and heard what I was saying. You get what I mean? And he understood this is where you are. You're gonna grow. And listen.
What do people be expecting? That's kind of the question.
They expect what they want.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
You don't know me from
it don't make sense.
The next person.
Yeah,
That's now that I'm saying that out loud, that makes absolutely no sense.
No sense. No sense.
What are you expecting?
I mean,
You
what's
expecting
sad?
to hear the gospel articulated from like, come on, bro.
What's sad is if whatever you want, you can go get and find.
True.
So you can move on from you and say, that ain't what I want. But for some reason, people have this tendency where they say, no.
This is what I need from you.
I want you to do what I want. And you're like, I'm not doing
Bro,
that.
I think that's the pressure on this side of things that gets to artists.
It is.
I think that's what happened to Cray.
Yeah.
And I know for sure that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Like in trying to be who everybody wants you to be, bro.
Yeah.
And
being authentic is, and I know it's people
exhausting.
It's
man.
people I'm connected to. It's people who listen to my music who have that thought. Like they know, you know, hopefully they know where I stand. Some of them know where I'm like, bro, I'm never gonna project my feelings, my thoughts, my opinions. And then when you listen to my music, like that Used To song, bro, that ain't necessarily Christian.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But you understand the concept of what I'm saying and how I'm conveying it. And that's where I was at that time.
Right.
And that's what, bro, I got some songs people have no idea, they must ain't listen to it. Like I had a song called I can't remember, but I'm using one of the civil rights leaders, and he had a thing called the niggerization of America. And I got the whole thing in the beginning of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that was I did it as a Christian artist.
Wow.
And nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I was just allowed to get away, but I realized later people got killed for that. You get what I mean? And now I felt like I was being authentically myself and where I was. I got a song called Blackface.
Right.
Blackface, cover black faces. Like, I did it as a Christian song. I ain't gonna say who inspired me because it was a Christian artist.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a rapper either, it was a singer.
Oh, wow.
I was watching him and he was just looking like a clown. Like, show enough. Like,
Man.
on stage, you know, doing some stuff. And I was like, that boy up there looking like he got blackface
Text it
on.
to me. I'll say it.
Yeah. Yeah, but who it was?
I'm saying, yeah.
You want to say it? I don't want you to say it. I want your podcast. I don't want people to start clicking off because
Man, please.
you know what I'm
It's
saying?
the outlet.
No, it was Kirk Franklin.
Oh, okay.
It was Kirk
see
Franklin.
that.
I was looking. It was around that time he started wearing the suits with the high waters, like the
short
high,
pants.
yeah, the short pants
Yeah.
suits. And I was looking at him on stage, and he was like dancing around like George Jefferson. And I ain't have the sound up. I just was looking at it.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck is he doing?
Should have put that sound on there, like the jumpsuit squeak.
Yeah, the squeaks. I was like, bro, what is he doing? And nothing against him. It's just how I looked at the moment.
Right.
I was like, bro, he looked like he tap dancing and like it don't look right. You know what I mean? And so I went and wrote the song about it. And I wrote it where I was talking from my perspective of me being the guy, like doing it. You get what I'm saying?
But who would you say, like figuratively, what was the audience or the influence that was pushing you to go out there on stage? Was it the church or was it you? Like, if you had to pick, like, because I mean, when you talk about a clown going on stage like that, it's like,
Yeah.
there got to be somebody there who's like, hey, go entertain these people.
Go entertain.
Yeah.
I think what happens is people get a misconception that Christian and gospel is separate from the industry. It's an industry. It's all the same, bro. An industry is an industry.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So once you enter an industry, it's about entertainment. You get what I mean? Yeah, you can have parts of ministry and all of that stuff, but industry wise, it's entertainment. So now you got to entertain people.
Right.
It's a difference from you showing up at a spot where you doing an open mic, and it's another thing when people paid tickets. They came and you got dressed and took off work to come see you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got to entertain those people. It's different. And he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it just looked crazy to me just looking at it. It's a lot of entertainers, people who entertain and change and switch up. But you can see that they are becoming the industry. You get what I mean?
So how do you decide what's too much then?
I don't think you know until you already there. Unless you see somebody else do it. You get what I mean? Like, I remember when I was getting ready to do my deal, right? And I remember getting taken to this spot in New York and being invited to this party, and man, and they were like, it's a white party, you know what I mean? And I was going to get my all white, you know what I'm saying? And I showed up, and nobody was wearing white, bro.
Oh, you didn't want to snort that line.
There it is. And that's when I knew.
I heard about those in LA too.
I knew I had gone too far then, but I was there. Not only that, I remember the dude who was with me. He did it, right?
You ain't do it?
Nah, he did it. Went past, bro. I sold all of it. I know what that did. You get what I'm saying?
One time, bro?
Nah. So listen, he goes in. I'm like, hey, bro, let me talk to you. I got to get back to the hotel because I'm not.
Yeah.
And not only that, this is a good reason why I didn't. As I hit the vestibule, I look over, bunch of dudes naked, together, on the couch. Oh yeah, they were doing some things over there. And my first thought is, imagine me, that guy who ain't never done that. I'd snort my line. Now I'm butt naked on the couch with some dudes and pictures being taken.
Well, you know how strong your testimony would have been had you done that, though, bro.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
No, bro. It's so much power in that.
I don't. Yeah, my testimony is I was there and I saw it.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, you can have that one.
You should have did that, though, bro.
You can have that
Bro,
one.
your story would be so powerful.
Yeah, I know it would.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I sniffed coke. I found myself butt naked on the couch.
Yo.
I was gay for a day.
Yes. You can
Listen, you know what's funny? My testimony and the stuff that I've done, I think we may have had this conversation before. There's certain things that I'll be like, I don't even express and tell people. Because some people actually glamorize. They think some of the stuff is cool, right? But there are things that I've seen people go through and I'm like, man, that's amazing. I'll be like, that ain't mine.
You just say it's about entertainment, bro.
Yeah, that ain't mine.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I think for me, even entertainment wise, my entertaining was always my
You'd have been D-Crack.
my gift.
That's D-Crack.
Now, sadly enough,
Dang,
when
bro.
I was hustling and I remember getting arrested and they got me for possession, and I told the dude I sprinkled it on my weed. I told him you know what I mean. They about to have me in treatment and everything.
Man.
They was like, they had me in there. We got a crackhead in here.
Wow.
I'm like, oh man, what have I done?
I used to downplay people's testimonies and
Yeah,
had this deep thought like, yeah, but no matter what, whether I went to jail or not, I was going to hell, and there's still power in the testimony. And now I look at that,
yeah,
and this was probably 3-4 years ago when I felt like that. Like,
yeah,
dude that went to prison, like, your testimony ain't greater than mine.
yeah.
Because we was both headed to hell and God saved us. Like, there's power in both of them.
Oh, it's
equally.
different.
Like, now how I think about it is me going to an all-white church and building up 20 white kids to go serve on the west end of Atlanta.
Yeah,
What kind of impact we really finna have
yeah.
on the street by twos walking to people like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
now I understand it really matters.
It matters.
Like, you got to have people in the right place that understand the context and know what's going on and then been through some stuff. Like,
Yeah.
and that's just like somebody sending me, after we lost whatever, sending me somebody that never lost a child. Like,
Right.
We got an expert counselor or a couple who is gonna come do life with y'all, and it's like they can't relate.
Can't relate.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not just only can't relate, but I think it's a sign of empathy. It's just a thought of understanding and knowing what I'm going through.
right, because it's never gonna be the same.
It's never gonna be the
even
same.
if the situations are
Right.
similar. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but there is an understanding. There's a real understanding when you get mad and you have your mood swing and they don't judge. They like, I get it.
I get it. Yep.
I understand. You know what I'm saying?
You questioning God? Yeah.
I get it.
I get it.
I
I've done
understand.
that. But for somebody that don't understand that, never been through nothing for real,
Yeah.
they just like, don't question God. You gotta pray through that.
You know what's funny about that? Yo, I always tell people this. I feel like, well, we know biblically, God was with that. Like, oh yeah, cool. Okay, we can have this
Yeah,
conversation.
talk to me.
Talk to me. Let's.
I'm your
Oh, you
daddy.
having some doubts right now? Let me talk to you. Let me. You know what I mean? Oh, you mad? Let me hear it. You know what I mean? Like, I think I always go to Jonah. Like, he was pissed.
Oh,
You
yeah.
feel me?
Oh yeah.
That boy was pissed. Like, he
yeah.
was basically cussing God out, like, mad. You know what I mean? And God was giving it back to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what you mean?
I don't know why we afraid of that, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think from a perspective and a position with people, and you talking about relationship, they don't have real relationship. A real relationship at sometimes makes you think, makes you
Challenge you in some
yeah,
kind, yeah.
it's challenging. Is you doubt it, you're insecure. All of that stuff
makes
happens
sense.
in a relationship.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So even with God, bro, I feel like true relationship is gonna be like, man, why you putting me through this?
Yeah.
No different than a real
Right.
relationship.
Like,
God
I'm
damn.
gonna let you down.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
man, wait a minute, you're perfect and you expect me to be?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's those moments and those times, I think, sometimes when we feel like we furthest away from him is when we closest. You get what I'm saying? You feel like he ain't even there.
Right.
He
And
ain't
that's-
saying nothing.
That's what I'm saying. He won't let us down, but he can feel like
It can feel like it.
Yeah.
And I don't think he does. It's not purposeful.
he understands.
I think he understands that he's at that moment in time. He's like, this is what you need.
Yeah, you're inadequate. I need you to be
I
inadequate.
need you to be that. So, all right, you feel like
I
I
need
feel
you to
like
need me.
Yep, I feel like you feel like I ain't there. Do you want me
Right.
to be there? Like, all right,
Yeah.
let me know. I ain't gonna say nothing. And as a husband, as a man, sometimes we know what that feels like, but we be like, she want me to. She
Right.
need my
That
help.
was wrong. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Now I'm gonna shut down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where you going? What you mean?
What you
Gonna get something to
mean?
eat. You ain't gonna bring me nothing. You
Yep.
said you weren't hungry. I just asked you.
I just asked. Let me know. Say something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's how God. No man wants to not feel wanted.
Facts.
And I feel like God is the same way. He want to feel wanted.
Facts.
That's say he jealous. So if you
That's what
gonna
they
act
say,
like
man.
whatever, like, come on. He gonna be like, bro, what you doing? Okay.
You
all
don't
right.
need me?
Do your thing.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, bro. That's real though.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, bro. Like the idea of even with your music and even with us having conversations where where you question it, because I feel like if you're not asking questions, you ain't learning. Like if you just content to leave it at what it is, you ain't learning nothing in that situation or circumstance. You ain't searching for anything.
Right.
You get what I mean? Like ain't no growth in that.
Right.
At
And
all.
I think that's the key part. Like, growth isn't easy.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, from a perspective of like literal, talking about it's gonna take water, wind, rain, sun, heat. Like you're gonna have to break through the
Pruning,
surface,
yeah,
pruning, getting cut down. Like, and then you might have to just cut it or reroot it.
Start over.
Like it's funny, I'm learning all of this. I know
Reroot
all of this, right? Because I started growing my own
got green
peppers
thumb?
and I was growing pepper. Now this is the thing. I was using inside. I was using the why I forgot what they call it, but the inside machines where it holds the water and it has the lights and all of that. But outside I was growing all my peppers. But inside I was growing like kale and stuff like
Oh.
that because I wanted to keep that going consistently. But the outside stuff with the peppers, you couldn't grow inside because it would just be everywhere.
Sprout,
So I had to learn, you know what I mean, how to prune. I had to learn and then the patience that came with that. And then doing all of that, and then one of them just die. And I'm like, bro, I didn't
All
put
that
in
work.
3 months of work, and it died on me. You know what I mean? Like, so I started having a different perspective even from God's eyes. I'm like, bro, this is a lot. Time, seed, harvest, and all of that stuff. Like, it takes a lot of patience and a lot of, dealing. And that's how it is with people.
Mm-hmm.
It really is truthfully like that, where I started seeing it from a perspective of, all right, bro, I'm going to give you what I got, and I'm not going to expect anything from it. If I love you, do I need you to love me to love you? You get what I mean? Do I need something from you for me to give you something, right? If I'm giving you the time, the attention, the energy, or whatever it is, right? Me and you in friendship, if I say, bro, I did this for you, bro, you can't, that ain't real.
Right.
You get what I mean? From my perspective, for me, it's like, for me, that's how I go into it now. So my expectation is it could die just like that plant.
Yeah.
But my whole thing was for it to grow, period. You know what I'm saying?
So, what was expected then? What would be expected going into a friendship? Or when do you kind of lay down that foundation? Like,
What am I getting back?
Yeah, this is what it is, and I need you to say the last part you said again. You said, "Why would I need you to love
Me to love you?"
to love you?"
Because if I love you unconditionally,
That's what I'm saying. When do you get to that point?
to that point of unconditionally, I think me now, I'm at that point because
Wouldn't you still have an expectation going into it? Like, I have no need to have you as a friend.
Right.
Like, aren't you almost thinking about that part of it too?
nah,
You don't?
Nah, I've no need to have you as a friend because I guess maybe
That makes it not organic.
Yeah, I think so. I think for me, it's like if we connect, like with me and you connected, it was organic. It ain't nobody I've connected with that it wasn't organic. I'm not forcing anything.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So I really believe there are people in your life for a season. I believe there are people in your life for the long haul. You get what I'm saying? And I believe, after 4 seasons, I need to see what you like, bro. Because in the winter, you might have your times of ups and downs. In the summer, you might be chasing some girls. You don't even talk, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you like throughout those seasons,
Right.
and how do our relationship last throughout those, right? And you might cut yourself off within that. But if it keeps going, then I'm like, bro, now it ain't even about,
So that's what I'm saying. What's the expectation?
from me,
Yeah.
I don't have an expectation from the other person. And what I mean in that is, if I'm loving you unconditionally, there's no conditions with it. You get what I mean? Like, literally, all right, me and you ain't never got to talk. But when I see you, it's love. When we talk, it's love. If you don't call me, right? Let's say if something crazy happened or whatever, right? I guess it's probably from my perspective too, because I probably put it on other people not to expect anything from me. Maybe that's what it is, because I be like, listen, bro, everybody got life going on.
Yeah, I don't gotta talk to you.
Right, you get what I'm
That's how
saying?
you think, yeah.
Like, everybody got life going on, and it'll be people like, bro, you ain't even know this happened. I'll be like, bro, this happened to me too. You ain't even know that. Like, I couldn't be there for you because I was going through this.
Yeah.
So we all got that going on and happening. So now I've just changed the position where I'm like, yo, I'm not even gonna put nothing on you. I'm just gonna be me to you. That's it. I'm just gonna be who I am and hold my end of the bargain up.
Yeah.
And I think that's me getting over distrust. Coming from a street background, I had street dudes who used to tell me, street dudes, bro, while I'm in church, like, bro, you need to start trusting people.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Because I just didn't. I had a distrust. I'm thinking, yo, everybody wants something, because I don't ask nobody for nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't never borrowed no money, fam. You hear what I'm saying? Like, I don't ask anybody for nothing. So I've always been in the position where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do it for you. So, all right. You know how that go. You doing for people.
So you don't borrow. You ain't never borrowed, but you've been like, yo, I need that, and I can't pay you back.
Nah, never did that.
Oh, neither. Oh, okay.
Nope. I've always been like, if I can't get it, and that's part of the distrust. See what I'm saying? Because even then, I didn't want nobody to have nothing.
To be able to say, hey, man,
yeah.
I looked out for you.
I looked out for you, fam.
Damn.
Like, it's sad.
Hey, dummy.
Right. You know what I mean? Now, I do have my guy, me and him best friends, you know what I mean? Musically or whatever, he would help me with stuff and all. I never saw that as like him doing for me as much as just.
I got a friend like that.
You get what I'm
It's
saying?
like whatever, bro.
Yeah, it's just like
What you
whatever,
need.
bro.
Yeah.
What you need, yeah, I got you
Indebted to each other for life.
for life.
Yeah.
It ain't never a thought of if I'm borrowing anything
Right,
or he borrowing something from me.
Yeah.
It's not even a, you know what I mean, bro. What you got? Like he the one that did that bear thing for me. He don't
Okay.
even do logos. He's an artist. And he does paintings. He sells paintings for thousands of dollars, bro.
wow.
But he did that logo for me for nothing. And
Yeah.
now people were like, I need him. He says no. I give him $1,000. He won't do it.
Did you bring me a shirt?
Oh, I got it, but I ain't got it with me. Dang, I forgot to bring it. I got it at
Is it the room?
it's at the
The
hotel.
Okay.
So before I leave, we gotta meet up.
All right.
I got you. Wait, what
If you come
size
to the
is it?
game tomorrow, 3, 4,
Dang it.
what is it, 2?
Yeah, I thought you was a 2.
I can cut the sleeves off. We're gonna ride my Peloton.
Oh man, I thought you was about to say you was gonna be out here with your belly out, man.
Nah, I wanna ride.
Just
my Peloton,
tied up. That'd
man.
be a heck of a testimony.
I go to the white party out with.
That's what I'm saying. Wear that joint and tie it up. That'll do it. Yeah, feet low. Yo, listen.
I think I still got time to add to my testimony.
Yeah,
too.
I think we all did. Now
You
know
know,
what's-
bro. You already preaching, bro.
All right, but see, this is the thing. It's funny. I look at people sometimes. There were times, bro, where I would look at people, and maybe this is weird, where I would see them go through things and stuff, and I'd be like, dang, bro, look at that powerful testimony. I ain't got nothing to say. I've been preaching for the last 20 years. I ain't got nothing to. But my testimony now is still the aspect of everything that God is doing with me. Like, bro, like I said, I'm at an all-white church
Yeah.
teaching all-white kids.
Oh wow.
And imagine when I tell something like to them, yeah, that time I got stabbed. They like, oh, what? And I'm like, oh yeah.
Damn.
Y'all don't even understand that. But God got me in the right place at the right time doing what I'm doing, because my job there is to change the culture of not just them, but the church as a whole,
yeah.
which is happening. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I mean, I seen that in the videos. You
Oh,
rapping
yeah,
with
it's-
the worship leader. And,
Which I'll be doing Sunday. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like that within itself is my testimony now. It's like, bro, this don't even make sense. And I always laugh because I'll be like,
there's no appropriation going on.
nah. Nope. That's the crazy part. Because I think it leads with the pastor though. Like he ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
But they got you there though.
What you mean? He got me there. He was the one that got me
He
there.
black?
No, he a white dude. But this is the thing. When we met and we talked about it, first of all, I was in the right place at the right time because the student pastor left. So they were looking.
Okay.
And then they like, he used to be a student pastor. And I think I had helped with the camp or whatever. And I was rapping. And he was like, why would I go get somebody outside of here?
Yeah.
That don't even make sense. But when he sat me down, this is what he said. He said, you know what's crazy? He said, I look, ain't never been a black person on staff. He was like, so he asked me flat out. He said, listen, if you have any troubles and stuff, would that be like, if I wanted to bring you in and I said you were going to be a part, and if anybody had a problem with it, would you be able to handle it? Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, and if something happened, would you tell me and let me know or whatever? He was like, because let's be honest. He's like, bro, that's not God. That's not God. He was like, that's not what heaven going to look like, man. He's like, and as the pastor of this church, which he's been there maybe 5 years, he's like, I want the church to look like heaven.
Right.
You get what I mean? That's what really got me, honestly. When he said that, and I'm like, I hear you. Because I wasn't qualified, man. Like, I wasn't qualified. So I had to sit in front of
The
a
elders and
panel,
stuff?
not just elders, but they have a committee of people who hire. And I had to tell them. And I told them my testimony. My wife would tell you, bro, I ain't phony about nothing.
Yeah.
So I was just letting them know.
You
Then
told
I
them about
sat in
the
front of
crack
the
story?
deacons. Huh?
You told him about the crack story?
Nah, I ain't telling. No, that ain't. But me doing
on, bro.
crack
That's
or not doing crack. But this the thing. They
all a
just
part of it,
they
bro.
just coming from my background and being in the inner city. Like, of course, I couldn't tell them everything. It's too much. Like, it'd took 3 days.
You could have sped past that though.
But so this is the crazy
And I
part.
went to a white party, did crack. Man.
I remember even, just the idea of like talking with the deacons and they're just talking about like who drinks. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my wife is just like laughing, like, and I'm looking at the other pastor, like, hey, Yeah.
Right.
And you know, some of them, I don't think that. I'm like, well, I ain't see that in my Bible. What you talking about? Like, I'm just being honest. I'm being my. So if I wasn't supposed to be there, I did everything. Listen, not just that. The story. I did everything that would disqualify me from being there.
And they would have voted no.
No, get them out of here.
Nope.
And I think now, everything from there they've seen that it was God ordained for me to be there.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, listen, this is how I dress.
Yeah.
You feel me? I got my hat on. I'm the guy when you come in to the church, and it's a big church. I'm the guy on the screen welcoming you.
Yeah.
Welcome to West B. Hi, I'm Devon. Welcome to West B. Literally. I'm giving the announcements on the screen when you come in.
Yeah.
With like this in my hat. You see what I'm saying? So if it was appropriation, they screwing up. They doing it all wrong. Like you don't put me on Front Street.
Right. Let's say be yourself.
Exactly.
They're supposed to clean you up.
They supposed to clean me. I supposed to be totally there. I ain't supposed to be up there rapping. No. Not when I'm rapping. Like, I'm supposed to rap different. You get what I mean? I ain't supposed to rap my song.
No, bro.
Oh, you crazy. No, so that's why you got to go and see.
No,
You gotta see.
It would take more than that. Because I'm even thinking about, like, him saying, I want heaven to look like this, and you saying, yo, that's all it took for me.
No, I ain't say that's all it took.
Well, that stood out to you.
Oh, no. I him saying, I want my church to look like what heaven's supposed to look like.
Right.
And saying, bro, like, they've been doing it wrong all along. Like, it ain't even a matter of it not
How
being.
many black people has he said that to, though?
But, no, none, because there was none there. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying that dudes that he probably approached or maybe.
Well, this is
for the
where I will
job.
say, because I test people in general. So them being a part of the Southern Baptists, right? And you already know how that is. Like him pulling from that and actually investing in the black pastors who leave because he's standing for them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's different. Trust me. He one of the ones. And not only that, he one of the ones where people attack him for it.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, it's
Keep
different.
standing up for niggas.
But this is what's hard because I'm like, he don't understand, like, even the stuff that he goes through and the stuff that he, you know, he will endure, like, going forward, I think it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Sure, probably. I mean,
it's definitely going to get worse.
I was gonna say that could almost turn into death threats and all kinds.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
stuff.
that's what
Depending
I'm
on how
saying.
crazy people want to
But
get.
then how crazy people
Hey
want to
man, get your pistol, man.
Yeah, I got one.
In Jesus' name.
So I'm there. So
You gonna live with him?
I protect. Yeah, you're right. But it's funny because I don't think people really understand the concept of what that looks like, man. Just the idea of somebody. Now think about that from your perspective, right? Imagine that's also what he got to deal with. He also got to deal with people like, yo, are you really this? You get what I mean? And he ain't trying to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had to like step back and be like what's up?
Well, I know you vetted him, so I'm just talking.
Not just, but see, I met him before I knew he was the pastor. So I met him because we was out there doing the foster care training at his church.
And you saying that, I honestly, I mean, because I know you, I don't think that still would have changed the conversation that y'all had. You know what I'm saying? Which is dope.
Yeah.
Especially if he didn't present himself as like.
No, he was actually at the church. They had this foster care training. I'm there and he there with his hat on, chilling. I'm like, and I'm looking and I'm like, I'm like talking to him. I'm like, who's that? He's like, oh, that's Sam. They ain't say, oh, that's Pastor. Or whatever. He was like, that's Sam. I'm like, oh, all right. So I start talking to him. He like, yeah, man. He's like, you move out here? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's what's up. He's like, all right, cool. Like, what you up to? Whatever. We talk. He never invited me. Never said anything. I'm like, oh. So the next meeting we have, I'm like, who the pastor? He the pastor. I'm like, what? So I go to him, I'm like, bro, why you didn't tell me you was the pastor of the church? He was like, oh, yeah, I'm pastor. I'm the pastor Sam. And I'm like, oh, that's what's up. So we just went out. Me, him, and my wife, we went, ate and all, and we developed a friendship first. Okay. And then he was like, come visit. And I told him, first time I came, I hated it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never coming back here again. I think they was switching over at the time. The praise and worship probably wasn't where it's supposed to be or none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I ain't staying here.
Right.
And then my wife was like, so where we gonna go? And I was like, I don't know why I feel like I need to come back. And I came back and I started helping. I was like, let me help with the sound because that sound ain't working. Let me go up there and help.
But they had equipment?
Yeah. They had everything you needed. but it just wasn't being done right because they didn't have the people to do it. You see what I'm saying? So he was building at that time. You get what I mean? And
Gotcha.
so I was just helping in the sound department and all of that stuff. I wasn't really, I ain't had my hands. I had never been to the second floor where the students at. I never even talked to the student pastor.
Wow.
So yeah, bro, it was organic again, even in that situation, the circumstance. So yeah.
That's
Now
good.
he did take me to a hockey game now.
Okay.
See, so now that ain't I had never done that. And I had never done that, right? But he got me. That's it. Now I'm hooked. Not watching it. I ain't gonna sit down and watch it on TV.
With the game?
Bro.
Lit.
And he was in the second row.
Ooh.
So you see them hitting the glass.
Smash into the glass.
Bro, I didn't realize how violent, bro. Like
Tampa?
Yeah, it was Tampa. Violent.
They didn't had a 5 team for a while too.
Bro, and violent. Then the whole stuff around it. Like they got the lightning up there is actually real
Flashing.
lightning. Zzz, all around. I'm like, what the heck is
That's
going on?
crazy.
Yeah, black people, we funny, bro.
Right.
Cause we be like, what the heck is
Right.
like, yo, that's dangerous. Y'all wilding in here. What you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
yeah, they like, going crazy. The night I went though was actually cancer night. So it was kind of tame. I'm like, bro, it was like sad. They was talking about kids who had cancer and stuff. And I'm like, bro, he's like, it's not usually like this.
Right.
Like,
Wrong night.
it was a night, and that's why them tickets were so cheap. We was in the second row. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I looked them up afterwards. I was like, we ain't never gonna be in the second row again. told my wife, I was like, nah, we ain't paying them prices to be in the second row. I don't care. I can see them hit from all the way up there. Cause nah, basketball, yeah, I'll pay them prices. Hockey, nah, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. You had to come back, bro, because I really want you to do a performance, something unplugged or something.
Yeah. Atlanta like a second home, so
Yeah.
I'm here. And then from Florida, them prices be cheap as I don't know what.
Yeah.
I be getting like $99 round trip. Well, nah, I don't do Spirit no more, so I can't do it, bro. I ain't sure my flight gonna actually leave.
Yeah.
Them joints be canceled now.
Yeah, go ahead and pay the
I do Delta now.
Delta, yeah.
Yeah,
Man, you
yeah.
get your seat, get your bag,
Yeah,
get straight. You ain't gotta worry
you know
about
what I'm
none of
saying?
that.
I wouldn't got that. I got that Delta card, so they give me free bags and upgrade. I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm rich going from Spirit.
To Delta. Yeah.
That's sad. Do you
is what
feel
it
like
is, bro.
you feel accomplished? You know what I mean? I be looking at the people walking towards Spirit. I be like, dang, man.
So you forgot where you came from.
Easy. And I never want to remember it. Never. I'll be like, yeah, the Delta is the hub this way.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, bro.
Don't forget where you come from.
Look, I forgot.
This the message, people. Don't forget where
Let me
you
tell
come from.
My wife remembered because she took a flight last week. That joint was delayed 4 hours going and like 2 hours back.
Dang.
And I think she was on one of them other ones. It wasn't even Spirit. One of the other cheap ones.
Frontier.
I think it might have
JetBlue?
been one of them. It only fly out of Tampa to.
They be tweaking.
Yeah, they be canceling.
It probably was
flights.
Allegiant.
Nah, it wasn't even them. I know who they are.
You remember Frontier then?
Yeah, but I know they canceled.
They be upcharging on them bags like crazy, bro.
Because they call it because of the pricing low, but they upcharge talking about the fuel and all of that,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
That's what I do. I shove everything in a book bag.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. So you didn't get a check bag?
Oh, for this?
Yeah.
Oh, for Delta, yeah.
Oh, cause it come with it.
Yeah, it came with
Yeah.
it. I had a check bag, I had a roll on, I had a carry on, and I had my book bag.
Yeah, cause you got to shoot the one too.
Yeah, bro. I can't not travel like that no more. I used to be everything in the bag. Whatever I couldn't take on my backpack, I wouldn't take.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't had no options, so I'm gonna have to shop when I get
Shop
there,
when you get there.
and then leave it,
Yeah.
or pay the 30 to
Going
60
back.
bucks going back, especially if you over size bag,
Right.
50 pounds, and I'll be over 50.
Easy.
So
Cause I know you got like 3 pair of shoes with
four pair of shoes, some slides, and then my handgun. That's about 5-6 pounds by itself. You got to put that in there
you.
too.
Check bag. They can't go
Gotta
with
check
you on the
it.
plane.
No,
Yeah.
I wish
Makes sense though.
if we could do that. Then we wouldn't have had 9/11.
Man, tell me about it. But I don't want to get canceled. That's another story. Your boy Philo, man, signing off the outlet. Boy D Black Tell the people where they can follow you, man. Right there in that camera. What you got popping, all that good stuff.
You can follow me on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at DBlackMusic, DEEBLACK Music. Man, you can also follow me, dblack.com. Reach out. Right now, I just released a new single. Well, the actual video for the single. I used to, man. It's right now that is really, really doing much better than I could imagine. It's really being embraced. So, man, check that out on my YouTube. You'll find it on all my social media. It's easy to find.
You heard it. Your boy Philo. My man D Black. We out.